So not too long ago, we were able to talk about Arcane. Finally, we talked about all these different things that we liked about the show. We had some criticisms. One of the things I wanted to clarify, because I had a buddy of mine who listened to what we said about Arcane, and he was like, I don't get it, because you both of you said that you liked the show, but then when you started doing the critiquing was more than the parts that you liked. Like, did you even really like the show then? And I was just like, no, I fucking love it. I fucking love the show. If anything, and I tried to clarify, that's why I wanted to say it here. I tried to clarify. If anything, your criticism of it feeling very rushed and the characters, they'll start things with the characters and then not finish them or whatever the case may be. Our only real criticism, if you listen to it and you go back, is that we didn't get more of it. Like, you didn't flesh it out. Like, we want more episodes so that it makes
Pull
more
my hair
sense.
a little bit. Call me a bitch. That's what I'm trying to say, man. Like, slow that shit down a little bit.
Oh, yeah. So, like, I personally love the fucking show. I didn't get a chance last time to say it. I want to say it here. The fucking soundtrack. Because what we're going to talk about now, it fucking did it to me again. Like,
The trailer?
The trailer. The fucking song in the trailer. I'm like, bro, why do they keep fucking doing this to me? Who are these people that they're finding that has all of this beautiful music that just fits in so well with what they do? First and foremost, Season 1 for me, for Arcane, was a very impressive season, obviously. It was a lot more character-based than when we got all that action in 2. The music in Season 2, holy bejesus. I mean, Paint the Town Blue, Remember Me, Come Play, Sucker, all the way, Hellfire, every fucking track. I was like, oh my God. I've never. The bottle normally says if you hold an erection for longer than 4 hours to seek medical attention, but leave me alone. I'm staying hard for this.
I want to die like this.
Yeah, this is how I want to go, baby. Stiff with these headphones on, just jamming. So,
the music was good, man.
Music was good. It completely fit, I felt, with the story. And so, I mean, guys, go back. I'll clip it for the YouTube because I'm in the middle of clipping things for YouTube now. I'll address that again at the end of the show as a reminder to people. But yeah, I'm clipping things out, some of our segments to go directly to YouTube. So you guys are going to get a chance to listen to the Arcane thing again. But we're not here today to talk about specifically Arcane, but to talk about what's next. And I think the last time we talked about Arcane, you broke it down very, very cool. Like, it made me more. I left Season 2 frothing at the mouth. I wanted more. And then listening to you talk about the connections to League of Legends made me even hungrier because I thought that we had explored pretty much most of the world by now of what they had going on. And then you had informed me there's a litany of other characters they have yet to use.
That's not even 2% of
that's what. Yeah, right, exactly. And then you were naming out, fan favorite this and fan favorite that, and I was like, wow. I understand. I have a better understanding of why they said no. There's other things we want to play with before we come back to this. So, you sent me. I didn't realize that we had just talked about this. I didn't realize that quickly that we were going to have to but we were going to get a trailer already from Welcome to Is it Noxus?
Noxus, yes.
Noxus. So, I'm not going to front. When you first sent it to me, I had 2 red flags. The length of it, and when it first starts, it did that rating logo like you do for video games. So, I was like, did he just send me a video game trailer for some reason? And then
I thought it was a video game trailer as well until I clicked it.
Yeah, and then I clicked it, and then it played out, and I was like, oh, okay. All right, that makes sense. And, brother, I let you go first last time. I'm going first this time. I can't wait. Now, there's a few things about this trailer that made me hella excited. First and foremost, seeing Mel. So I was like, okay, I have some familiarity here. We'll get to continue her story a little bit. But then again, I already knew that. That was already announced beforehand. Looks like we're doing a little bit more with Anessa's background, which is awesome. That's going to be cool. I got introduced
Let's
to a,
tie up some loose ends there.
yeah, they'll probably if for nothing else to connect it to something else that they're going to be doing in current time in Noxus. And then I got introduced to 2 new characters who were beating the teetotal shit out of each other.
Oh my god!
So explain
Dude,
to me the big wolf guy and then the guy with the ice axe. What are the names? How does that work between these two?
He's not a wolf. He's like a I guess like a knoll, like
a knoll,
like a. No, I don't want to say goblin. He's not like a goblin. He's like a.
That's the tallest goblin I've ever seen.
I guess it's hard to explain. Like it's not it's hard to explain. He's more like a Bigfoot. Like I really don't know how to fucking explain it. What he is, but he's more like a troll, like a troll than like anything else. He's bigger, as you can see.
Yes. So what about the guy with the ice?
So the ice. Who the hell were you referring to then?
There's a guy. He picked up his axe and it started frosting on it.
Okay, I'm sorry. Yes. I'm sorry. The guy with the
ice. That's what I'm talking about.
This is sorry. I'm like, see, and this is the thing that annoyed me. This is why I'm trying to. Hopefully, I can convey it better here. They need to tell the story at a good pace because they gave us a full fight theme from 2 people that are. This is good. This is nuts. That scene in the trailer alone was like a damn near full fight scene. But so the guy with the axe is Darius. Darius is he's like a warrior of the military. So he's like a head military guy.
Okay.
And very, very, very strong Noxus warrior, renowned. And he was fighting Trundle, which was a see, and this is what I mean about the lore. I was telling you before. It's like so I could be off in some of this explanation, but I'm trying to give you like the general idea. So
gotcha.
He's from Freylord, which is the frozen area where you have. I don't know if we're gonna see him, but we have famous people like Trendemir, who's from there. Very big name people love. You have Trundle that you saw fighting with the Ice Club. You have Ash, which is like I think like the queen of the area, right? Like you have Ash, and then I believe Trendemir, if I'm not mistaken, is like her protector. If I'm not, you have Sejuani, which is another like these characters. I just can't wait to see if they're in here. But they showed us Trundle, and it's cool. The cool part about this is that you're getting excited watching it because you're like, this looks really cool, right?
Right.
But when I watch it, I'm seeing something completely different. I'm in the room at work because I watched it at work when I was in my little room that I like where my inventory stuff is. I'm watching. I'm like leaning over thinking. I'm like, and when he did that part where he bit him,
yeah, I
fucking lost my mind because one of his strong abilities is a bite. He literally bites you.
That's awesome.
So when he throws his axe, which is a little extra sauce, right? Mm-hmm. He froze his axe and made him drop it. When he got up close to him and they were fist fighting and he fucking bit him, I lost my shit, dude. I was like, oh my god, he fucking killed him, dude. He fucking killed him. So I was just going nuts. And he does things where he like pulls ice blocks out of the ground to slow you down. Like that's in-game stuff. I don't know what he's actually gonna do here. Maybe they'll switch it where like his club has the freezing power as opposed to the thing that he lifts out of the ground. So the thing about freezing the axe is kind of similar to like his abilities or his kit, as I was saying earlier. So that scene, I went fucking nuts. Then they zone into like this one character's face, and if you pause it, I pause this shit a lot. When you pause it, you saw spider legs in her eyes, and I said, "Get the fuck out of here!" Is it Elise? It's Elise. And then you see the dancing scene. And I saw the fucking dagger hit the ground. I'm like, oh shit, Katarina too. I don't know who she was going after. I couldn't tell who that was. I don't think it's Jan. I rewound it like a million times. I could not see who it was. But she was trying to assassinate somebody. And Elise came down, the Spider Woman, and protected him. I'm like, oh my God. And now they're going to, and then another scene happened where she's fighting, right? And this is what I'm talking about. Oh my God, this is going to be so good. So they're fighting, and her dagger, she drops her dagger on the ground, and she goes like to the other side of Elise, right? Like she goes to the other side, and then the camera pans really quick. It's a really quick scene where the camera pans and it goes around a post. You know, like it goes from one side to the post to the other side.
Yeah.
But you can see like the blacks like go past the screen. And when it does it, the next frame, Katarina went from one side to the other side. That's another ability in the game where she can throw her dagger. She could throw her dagger and run after you and hit you. And then what she does is she shadow warps back to the dagger and does like an AoE move. So when she was fighting Elise to drop the dagger, went to the other side, and then the screen flipped, and you see like smoke around her, and she pops up by her dagger. I fucking started, dude. People knocked on the door and asked me if I was okay. I was losing my fucking mind in there. I was like, dude, this looks so good. And if I watch it again, I'm sure I can find more things in there. And then I really liked who's the new girl, the one that this is all going to be around.
Mel
from Arcane, yes.
Mel.
She's I liked her demeanor more. It was like in Arcane, she was very not innocent, but like clueless almost, very young, naive. Like that's the energy that I'm getting.
She was the fox.
She's very like refined. She's like
she has a mission now. Yeah.
Yes. So I liked that. I liked that pivot. And I thought that I saw someone else in there. The end. So the end, fucking Vladimir comes out. He's holding the blood.
Yeah.
Dude, that was that. I was like, oh my God, fucking Vladimir.
What?
So the lady, sorry.
Go ahead.
The lady he's talking to, I don't know if he said a name. So I don't, she has black fingertips. So I don't know, and I could be wrong here. I don't know or how it would even be. It's either a new character that I don't know, one of the newer characters that came out that I don't know, which could be it, because there are a bunch of new characters that I don't know, or she kind of looked like Morgana a little bit, which is another character that I played a lot but I couldn't tell for sure who that was. But Vladimir, the one with the walking around with the blood hovering in his hand, I'm excited for. We got some gnarly villains here, and it looks like it's gonna be. We're gonna have the two. So you know how before it was Dawn and Demacia that was kind of like going back and forth. Okay. So it looks like it's gonna be Freylord, Freylord and Noxus, and whatever it is that they're battling over.
Okay. There was the two people that you're talking about at the end. You said their names 2 seconds ago. I forgot their names already. But
Vladimir was the guy.
Yeah, that one I remember.
I don't think he said the name of the girl, and I'm guessing who it is, but I could be completely wrong.
And you guessed that it was who again?
Morgana.
But
I don't know if it is.
Again, when I watched this, I didn't know who the two people were, but the lady made a point when she was talking to Vladimir. She had said the sentence "Piltover was a lesson."
Oh, Piltover. There you go. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yes,
well, no, Piltover was the city that Arcane took place in.
Yep.
And she said Piltover was a lesson. We can't play it safe. We have to do something way bigger. And I was like, bigger than that? That was huge. So I was like, uh-oh. So now I'm getting excited because I was just like, yeah. So now we're going to be meeting a whole new group of people. Well, me and my wife, when I say we. You already know who these fucking people are. But I also, I can appreciate the fact that because that's how I feel when I watch, like, whenever I watch Marvel movies or something like from DC or like a comic book movie of some kind, and that's what it says. Our next move must be bolder, not safer. That whatchamacallit, whenever I see something that they do in the movie that I know it's a comic reference, even if they don't say it or mention it, you just know. that it's a comic reference, like when people bugged out during what was that Batman versus Superman, and they Batman jumps onto the wall, throws the fucking he jumps on the wall, then does the grappling hook, and the wall gets destroyed right after he jumps off. But it's that pose that he hits when he hits the building, so it's like it's paying homage to a famous Batman cover, something like that. Like if you're in the know, you know. So like
absolutely.
Right. So for like when video game adaptation whatever the word is takes place, video games have a very 50-50 history with not adapting well to another form, especially when it comes to live action. That's actually a much higher percentage of not going well. But I feel like animation has really done a really good job of adapting the video game to something that's more or less scripted and more, accessible to non-video game players. That's one of the biggest things that I hear about Arcane, and even Fallout to a degree, the newest one that came out, and The Last of Us, right, that came out. So like we have a recent string of some pretty successful stuff. They just announced there's going to be a Helldivers movie, either a movie or a show, a live action adaptation of Helldivers. So it's like they're trying. And now that they realize that the stories that are involved with these games are actually sellable and marketable, I love the fact that some of these companies are not leaving the video game fan behind. It's not like, here's these characters, but we're going to do all new shit with them to try to grab a new audience. They're like, we're doing some customization, but we want to make sure that the regular fan also has a hand in this. So I think that's pretty cool. I like that, and I'm excited for this. Welcome to Noxus, baby. I didn't get a release date. It just says 2025. So we will see about that.